past few days. It is still dry out there now, and the drought monitor, the update that just came in today, is confirming the dry air that we have all around in our area. In fact, you can see what we're watching here around the southeast. We have some yellow showing up and even some browns and even some oranges showing up here. And then Texas, we're talking about exceptional drought in some spots there. It's not that bad here in Georgia and in metro Atlanta, but what we are watching, the growing conditions of abnormally dry, and that is the yellow color that you see on the map, and that is extending into metro Atlanta, up in North Georgia, over to the east of us as well. That yellow color, again, not necessarily a drought, but abnormally dry conditions that are over us, meaning we need a little bit of rain so that we don't get into those drought conditions. Where you see the tan color up in North Georgia, that is moderate drought, stretching from areas of Walker County over into areas of Whitfield County, also Catoosa County, moving on over, excuse me, into Murray County, as well as parts of Fannin, Union, Townsend, Rabun counties there. That's where we have some moderate drought. Also, east of Athens, some moderate drought developing there, and right here near Augusta, right on the Georgia-South Carolina line, there is a pocket of severe drought developed there. So the whole issue with this is we get this up in every week on Thursdays, and we're hoping we'll see some improvements in these abnormal conditions next week with some rain moving in. The problem is it going to be enough rain to improve these conditions? It's nice to get just good rain every once in a while, and that really helps out with our conditions, not necessarily getting a flood where a lot of the water washes away, but it's just good to get some good soaking rains occasionally just to kind of help out with the dry conditions that we have been experiencing out there. Now, the other thing that the rain will help with is not only dry conditions, but also the pollen. And this is the time of year, the end of March, beginning of April, when we see these really high pollen counts that move through our area. And today's pollen count is still in the extremely high range. It's a little bit lower than it was yesterday. We're at 1605. That is the pollen for today. And it's mainly from trees, oak, pine, juniper, sweet gum, and hackberry. And that's mainly the tree pollens. The grasses are back to moderate. The weeds are low, and the mold is also there in the moderate range. So rain would help with this, but with that, we need a good soaking rain, not just a scattered shower moving in. We do have some good rain coming in with 2 waves on Sunday into Monday at the beginning of next week that we think that will help bring down conditions, but then with drier air next week, those drought conditions are likely going to be going way up. So here's a look at satellite and radar, and you can get a look at what we're watching out there right now. No rain here in our area, but we do see a few clouds that are mixed in with the stars and with the moon out there for tonight. These clouds, though, are not giving us any rain. You can see some of these clouds that are streaming over Georgia, some of that here in the metro area, more down to the west of us. And these clouds are going to continue increasing tonight, though they will be with us. It's just going to hold in some of the warmth of the day, so it won't be too cool in the morning, as well as just blocking out the moon and stars. They won't be giving us any rain. The rain and moisture is out to the west of us. And you can see some of the showers and even some storms here in Texas there, right along the Gulf Coast region, moving up into between Houston and Dallas. Some of that rain pushing into Louisiana and Mississippi. This is going to be a system that's just going to be slowly developing and slowly moving east. Eventually, we will get some of this rain, but it doesn't look like it's going to until the second half of the weekend on Sunday and also into Monday. And that we're also going to have to be watching whether or not we get any storms out of them too. Here's a look at your high temperature today. We made it back to the mid-70s this afternoon at 75 degrees. Our low this morning was 50 degrees. Those temperatures are above average. Now the low is only a couple of degrees above the average. We should be around 48 for this time of year. The average high time of year is 69, so we're about 6 degrees above the average. And speaking of the dry air that is in place, again, no rain here today. That rainfall deficit is growing. We're now at 2.22 inch low, where we should be in rainfall for the year. And again, we've got some coming into Monday, but whether or not it's going to be enough to even wipe out that deficit, we just don't think we're going to get over 2 inches of rain with this system coming in. Temperatures on the outside out there this evening, we are still in the upper 60s, just a little bit 70 right now at 68 degrees here in town. Look at Peachtree City, off to 59. We have 60 at LaGrange. Thomaston is at 59 degrees. Elsewhere, a lot of temperatures in the metro area, mid 60s here, Duluth and Canton, Athens and Carrollton, lower 60s, even in Blairsville, and also up in the Clayton area. Here's what we're going to be watching the day on Friday. It's still going to be a nice day. It is going to be warm, some sunshine, but a few more clouds are going to be mixing in with sunshine at times here during the day on Friday. And you can see that partly cloudy sky pretty much through the day. Starting temperatures in the low 50s in the morning, mid 50s at 9, 6 at 11. So some big jumps here through those morning hours. We top off at 81 degrees in the afternoon. Again, that's going to be well above where we should be for this time of year. Remember, today we were at 75 for a high. Tomorrow's going to be about 6 degrees warmer out there. We're going to see a little bit more of a southerly pushing in and bringing in, reinforcing that warmer air that'll be moving into our area. We've got a couple of still of dry weather on Friday and on Saturday. But here's a look at the rain chances. Sunday, 50% chance for showers moving in, and then on Monday, a 70% chance of showers before we dry out again here during the day on Tuesday. And with these systems on Sunday and Monday, we're still watching for the potential for some thunderstorms with that. We're going to have 2 waves of rain that'll be moving in. We're not as concerned about any widespread severe weather on Sunday. We'll think it'll be general rain, isolated stronger storms, but it's going to be on Monday when we see a better for some of those storms that could turn strong. So here's a look at the comparison. Now, we were talking about that rain deficit. We're more than 2, right at 2 inches below where we should be in rainfall for the year. Now, this American model is showing we have the potential of seeing close to 2 inches of rain through the next 5 days, but the European model is showing less than an inch. So we'll be watching these models to see if the end comes up or if the American goes down over the next few days. It just all depends on how systems that are moving in will all add up with that potential for any rainfall. Here's a look at our low temperatures for the next few days with the additional cloud cover. Mixing in with the sunshine on Friday, more cloud cover going into Saturday, Sunday, on Monday as well. That will help the temperatures be a little bit milder. So we'll be at a 52 for a low tomorrow morning, and then lows near 60 on Saturday, 61 Sunday, 64 on Monday, and then as the up a little bit more on Tuesday, we see those temperatures coming back down in 50s for your Tuesday. High temperatures, they're going to be warm on Friday, 81 degrees for a high. And then for the weekend, with the additional cloud cover and with showers that will be moving through, we'll see temperatures still above average, but they start coming down a little bit. We'll be at about 79 for a high on Saturday, 77 on Sunday, and then mid-70s here for Monday on Tuesday. And even though we're drying out on Tuesday, and we'll see more sunshine come in, behind that system there for Monday, we'll have some cooler air that's going to be coming in. It's going to be in association with the cold front. So here's what we're watching with the severe weather risks. Now, we've been watching these over the past few days, and the Prediction Center a few days ago put out a day 6 outlook, then a day 5, a day 4 outlook here for Sunday. And they really haven't changed that much for Georgia. We still have northwest Georgia for Sunday in a level risk for some severe storms to happen. Now, we look at more than just these outlooks from the Storm Prediction Center. We use this as guidance. From what we're seeing on the models, I'm really thinking that the better severe weather risk on Sunday is going to be really to the north and west of us, maybe into Alabama and Tennessee and parts of Mississippi, possibly overlapping into North Georgia. Any of that happened for severe weather on Sunday, That would be late Sunday, early on Monday for any type of severe weather risk. What we're feeling a little more comfortable with now is potential for severe storms to develop here on Monday. And we do see a better the entire area covered in this outlook for a potential for storms on Monday. And this is going to be the actual passage with the second wave of rain that is going to be moving through our area. So it's this part of the system that we're watching that's giving us a little better chance for some stronger thunderstorms that will develop. Some of those could turn severe. What we can't tell you right now is we can't really be specific on the types of severe weather. This may be of a heavy rain and strong wind event versus a tornadic event. We're not just seeing all the ingredients coming together for widespread tornadoes or anything. But again, this is something to watch. March, the end of March, getting to the beginning of April here. This is our season where we have a better chance and a better coverage of severe weather. So when you've got a front coming in, you have to look at that potential that severe weather could occur here. So that's what we're going to be watching, for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Each day as we get a little bit closer, we get some better computer model data in, especially when we get some of the higher resolution models coming in. So we're going to be able to pinpoint this just a little bit better, refine forecast timing, the ingredients, and the potential impacts of what we're going to be watching for the second half of the weekend and also the first part of next week. So here's the European model. This is showing here mainly cloudy conditions during the day on Saturday, mostly cloudy skies. This is at 1:30 in the morning on Saturday. Then we go to 2:30 in the afternoon. Still, we're not worried about really any rain for the daytime on Saturday. We're thinking it's going to be overnight when we see this rain that's going to be west of us that'll be pushing through on Sunday. It's going to be wave number 1 of the showers. Now, it's possible to get some moderate rain. We could get some thunder and lightning with some of these showers earlier on Sunday. But again, the severe weather risk on Sunday I think is lower than what we're going to be seeing on Monday. So we see this through wave number 1 that exits, and then quickly, Monday night and into Monday morning, this is wave number 2 coming in. So the severe risk is going to be highly dependent on the time. If the stronger storms try to move in with the front earlier on Sunday or on Monday, then the severe weather risk will be when the air is a little more stable. But if this all comes in, the worst part of this, which I think will be during the afternoon hours, here we are Monday afternoon, that looks like it's going to be with the actual front here. If that times out for the afternoon hours on Monday, then our severe weather risk is going to be a little bit higher there because we'll have more heating of the day, a little more unstable atmosphere, which will help some of those storms get a little bit stronger. So those are the main things we're going to be doing as this system develops and continues to move into our area. It does look out on Tuesday, but it should be some brief drying. Once we get into Wednesday, we see some additional showers potentially moving in. Right now, we're just going with a 30% for a shower. And then on Thursday, again, some moisture, enough of that could give us another 30% chance showers to move in on Thursday. We're not overly concerned with this system yet. And it's March, April, so we have to watch any of these systems that move through and keep an eye on them very closely. So here's the 7-day forecast showing what we're going to be watching over the next few days. On Friday, that's going to be a day. We will see temperatures that will be generally there around 80 degrees in the afternoon hours. And on Saturday, a few more clouds around here in our area. With those temperatures, that'll be 79. So both days near 80 degrees on Friday and Saturday. But again, more clouds on Saturday, but holding off on any rain chances. Then on Sunday, you'll notice here that rain chance is up to 50% Sunday with high temperatures right around 77 degrees. The potential of some thunder and lightning, but we think the severe weather risk will work on Sunday. Then the next wave of rain coming in overnight Sunday to Monday. During the day on Monday, a better chance for not only rain, but also some thunderstorms. And with those, depending on the timing, some of those strong here on Monday, highs around 76 degrees. Tuesday, high And then we see those lower rain chances pushing in for Wednesday, and on about a 30% chance for showers pushing in, with those temperatures that are moving back up to around 79 degrees on Wednesday, then up to 80 degrees on Thursday. So this is really typical for the springtime pattern, where we see some ups and downs in the temperatures, and we see some ups and downs in those ranges that'll be pushing in as well. So we will keep you posted over the next few days, of course, on 11 Alive and here on 11 Alive Plus, with extended weather discussions breaking down those temperatures, rain chances, and even the storm risks too.